Oh yeah.
Sit as far away from dog as possible.
No. She's so nice. Oh wait, I want to sit near the dog.
Okay,
Yes.
I'll stand over here.
I'm Adam. I have a dog. That's my fun fact.
Oh, like stars?
Yeah.
The dog's so cute.
Basically, Nowruz is like the celebration of spring, and in Iran it's like considered the new year. So we like count our years based off of spring, not like January 1st because we have a different calendar and stuff anyways. So yeah, it basically, the new year starts like as soon as the season changes and the equinox happens, and this year that's March 20th at 3:36 a.m. And Nowruz did originate in Zoroastrianism, so it's not like, but now it's kind of just like transitioned into just a Persian holiday. So that's pretty cool. And so it's very, like, it originated like a very long time ago, especially since Zoroastrianism is such like an ancient religion. So it has a lot of like traditions and a lot of things that people like always do every year. So like one thing that my family always does and is very common is like intense spring cleaning. So like 3 weeks before you like start doing that, and so that's like something you do. And like as a part of the spring cleaning, you start setting up like an altar, which is called the half scene, and it basically has like the root of it, I guess, has like 7 things that start with S. It starts with sabze, which is like a kind of sprout or grass, and then senjed, which is dried fruit, sib, which is apples, seer, garlic, samanu, like it's like a sweet pudding, it's from Iran, serke, which is vinegar, and sumac, which is like a Persian spice, and they all like represent different things. So like the grass represents like growth and rebirth and renewal. The dried fruit is like sweet fruit for like love, like apples is beauty and health, garlic is like medicine and taking care of yourself, the pudding is for wealth and fertility, and the vinegar is for patience and wisdom. And the Persian spice is for the sunrise of the new day, because it kind of has the color of sunrise. So you start with those 7 things, and then most people like personalize it.
I can't tell.
So the story of Purim is set in the land of Persia at the time when Ahasuerus was king. Ahasuerus held a banquet in the capital city of Shushan and ordered his queen Vashti to come and dance before his guests. She refused to appear and lost her royal position. So, I forgot to say this before, right now we're telling the story behind Purim.
Acting on advice from his counselors, Ahasuerus, the king guy, held a pageant to choose a new queen. Mordecai, a Jewish man living in Shushan, encouraged his cousin Esther to enter the competition. Esther won, but following the advice of her cousin, did not reveal her Jewish origin to the king.
Mordecai often sat near the gate of the king's palace. One day he overheard 2 men plotting to kill the king. Mordecai reported what he had heard to Esther. She then reported the information to the king. The matter was investigated and found to be true, and Mordecai's deed was rewarded in the king's diary.
Meanwhile, the king's evil advisor, Haman, paraded through the streets, demanding that all bow down to him. Because Jews do not bow to anyone but God, Mordecai refused to bow down to Haman. Upon learning that Mordecai was Jewish, Haman decided to kill all the Jews in the Persian Empire. He plotted to kill them, convincing King Ahasuerus to go along with the plan and cast Purim, which are lottery, to determine the day on which he would carry out his evil deed. And the lottery decided it was 13th of Adar, which is like the day before Passover, or not Passover, Purim.
However, Mordecai alerted Esther to Haman's evil plot, and Esther in turn revealed her Jewish identity to the king, convincing him to save the Jews and foiling Haman's plot. Haman was hanged, and Mordecai received his estates and the position of royal advisor, and the Jews of Persia celebrated their narrow escape on the 14th of Adar, the day after they were supposed to be annihilated. So like in some, there was an evil person who tried to round up the Jews and kill them, but the queen, who was secretly, like, she just didn't tell the king that she was Jewish, notified him that she was Jewish, and then the king was like, well, I don't want to kill the Jews because then I'd be killing my wife. So they did not kill the Jews. Wow. That's like the Santa version.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So a thing that a lot of people do on Purim is we give away these things called mishloach manot, which are basically like gift baskets with like candy and cookies and all kinds of like fun things. And that's just like, because Purim's just like a fun and kind of happy, silly holiday. Also, like, you can almost think about it like the Jewish version of Halloween, because a lot of people get dressed up for Purim. Like, they put on costumes and like, I know like my grandparents, like they lived in a very Jewish community in like Brooklyn when they were kids, and like on Purim they would go to people's houses and like they would wear costumes and they knock on doors and they would get like coins, kind of like Halloween. So yeah.
So the cookies that we're making, right?
Yes.
Are called Hamantashen, named after the guy Haman. He wore a triangle hat, and so in the remembrance of our victory over him, we make triangle cookies.
Let's go make Hamantashen.
Hamantashen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hamantashen. Hamantashen.
My grandma, I don't know.
My mom
Wait,
made
and
something
is that to do like 24 cookies, or do you know how much? Oh, never mind. That's a lot of.
Go for it. You can use a big cutting board because you use the bigger piece.
And
That's or something, and we did.
yeah, we did do that.
Yeah, like twice.
Oh, I like this.
You like
I'll do it.
It's just on the edges.
Try it?
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
I was just a little.
Let's see.
I was like, oh.
There we
maybe a
go.
little. It's good. Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
and then,
that's so cool.
and then, yeah.
I might have put too much in mine, but that's okay. It might not turn out as well.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna use the apricot one because I love apricot.
yeah, me too.
You used Persian and Iranian really interesting.
Modern day Iran, like I'm Persian, I'm Iranian, like I've been taught that can be used interchangeably, and like the culture and stuff, like I think it's the same. Like that's what I've been taught. I know you talked about how it was like an empire, but like
But that's
I
how
think
we
the location is just like
Wait, are you allergic to
Iran.
aliens?
Yeah, I only became allergic in 5th grade though.
So
That's when I had my first reaction.
Or like, yeah, like Persia is like the culture, like what they called it, like
Adam, what's your favorite filling?
before.
Brady's always playing Android.
Ooh, interesting. And then I make a triangle out of a circle. How does that work? Okay.
Yeah, like folded it over a bit.
Triangle, so
Oh, cute, your
3
wireless.
points. In Persian, it's a heck of
Iran is pretty big.
No.
But yeah, she just went back today.
The people. The California people.
Yeah, but she's doing good.
No.
But yeah, she just went back today.
The people. The California people.
Yeah, but she's doing good.
Yeah, volunteer. No.
But yeah, she just went back today.
The people. The California people. The edges and stuff, like where it's starting to get.
Yeah, it looks like they're done. Actually.
Yeah, that looks perfect.
They kind of exploded, but they'll.
Not too bad.
Hamantashen.